This is the Lockpicking Lawyer, and what I have for you today is a Lockwood V7 rim cylinder. For those of you who are not familiar with the V7 lock, it's very different insofar as the pins do not come straight down as we're used to. The first pin comes in at an angle like this, then the second is at the opposite angle, and they swap back and forth all the way back, and of course it's called a V7 because it has 7 pins. Those of you who have been with me for a long time may recall that I picked another Lockwood V7 about a year ago, and that's right here. And this one right here is different. And it's different because it has the restricted Master Locksmith Association keyway. Now, Lockwood does something pretty interesting with their Master Locksmith keyways, and I have one other one that I can show you. It's not a V7, but it does have a version of the Master Locksmith keyway. You can see that the keyway is the mirror image of the letters ML, such that the key itself spells out the letters ML. It's something that's pretty neat, and they tried to do the same thing with this V7. If we look at the profile of the key, we can see we have an M, and they tried to do the L, but because the key needs to split off, it's kind of an M sideways V. And the key itself is pretty interesting. Because of the angled pins, at the top of the key you can see it splits off into a little V shape. I don't have a key for this lock, but I do have a blank for it. This lock actually came to me in a very strange condition. It was like it was 0-bitted, but rather than having all short key pins, it had all really long key pins. So I picked it open, I took apart another Lockwood I had, and got a selection of genuine Lockwood key pins. This came with tapered key pins, so I made sure to get ones like that, and I put together a few that would make for decent bitting. So that's what's in here right now, and enough with the history lesson. We're going to try to pick this guy open. Using a Sparrow's medium wiper insert to tension this, and a Peterson standard hook in 18 thousandths. Okay. Number 1's binding. Got a click out of him. 2 is loose. 3's binding. Got a click out of him. 4's loose. 5 is binding. Click there. Nothing on 6. 7's binding. Okay, got a little bit of movement on the core there. Let's start from the beginning again. Nothing on 1. Okay, counter rotation on 2. Got him set. Felt like a spool. Nothing on 3. Okay, 4, counter rotation. And, okay, I think we got 4 set. Nothing on 5. 6, counter rotation. And we got the lock open. Okay, let's take this guy apart and see what's inside. By the way, I mentioned the key pins as they made it to me. The driver pins in here are as they came from the factory. I didn't change anything there. Okay, and because these pins are in a V configuration, what I'm going to do is insert a shim to make sure I don't have any issues with getting this lock apart. Okay, I think that should do the trick. Okay, we just lost a piece of drill protection out the bottom of the cylinder. Okay, actually 2 pieces. Let me put these over in slot 8, and there's a ball bearing in the top I'm also going to drop into slot 8. Okay, and let's drop these key pins out. Okay, they're all tapered key pins. Okay, let me arrange these and you'll be able to see from these key pins. I tried to give myself some good bidding with some high lows in there. Okay, and let's take the driver pins out now. Actually, let me get this shim out of the way. Okay, the first pin is standard. Second pin is a spool. Third pin is standard. Fourth is a spool. Fifth is standard. Sixth is a spool. And seventh is standard. Okay, let me give you a close-up of all of this. Okay, as you can see on our key pins, they all have tapered tops on them. Those tapered tops tend to make locks really easy to overset, so I had to be very careful as I was picking this. And then it appears as though the driver pins alternate. We have standards in the odd numbered slots and spools in the even number slots. And then over in slot 8, we have 2 pieces of drill protection that came out of the bottom of the lock. I'll show you those holes in a minute. And then a ball bearing that was right in front of the pins up top. Okay, moving over here to the core, we can see that really interesting configuration, the V configuration, right up at the front of the keyway. You can see up here, that's where the ball bearing came from. And then we have all our slots for the pins, no counter milling or anything like that. And then down around the bottom, we have those 2 slots that the long hardened inserts came out of. Okay, I think that's all I have for you on this Lockwood V7. If you have any questions or comments about this lock, please put them below. If you liked this video and would like to see more like it, please subscribe. And as always, have a nice day. Thank you.